that they should not become a part of that situation.
That's right.
This contract started out bad to begin with. Number one, the contract wasn't bid.
That's right.
The MCC brought a lawsuit challenging the validity of that contract. The court found that that contract was null and void because it did not comply with the bid statutes of the state. The sanitary district continued, even after the judge had entered this ruling, to bill the people of this community for garbage collection and threatened to have their water shut off if they did not pay.
Unethical.
So we had to go to the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission to get a cease and desist order against the water company from shutting off our water because the sewer bill was delinquent. The sewer bill would become delinquent is because the sanitary district insisted that any money paid towards your sewer bill was first credited to your garbage collection fee.
Right.
Thereby throwing your sewer bill in a delinquent category that mandated the water company to shut you off. So we've got this entire history of a flawed situation. And our position is that there's only one solution, and that is to reestablish the collection of garbage by general services in this city.
Yeah.
All right.
Those who say that that's not possible are being disingenuous.
Yes.
We have garbage trucks.
That's right.
We have personnel
Yes.
to man those garbage trucks, and we have supervisors.
And we have the money to do so.
But those garbage trucks are being utilized for other purposes.
Right.
They are not being utilized to collect our garbage.
Get a lead. Right.
And so what happens is that we have this manufactured crisis, which suggests that we have the inability, we are without the ability to collect garbage. And that is simply not true. If the administration was interested in averting a health hazard, then the simple thing, the most straightforward thing to do would be to simply redeploy those trucks to collect residential waste.
That's right.
Now, that doesn't require any higher level of intelligence to understand that if you have trucks and they're designed to collect garbage, and you have them doing something other than collecting residential garbage, we assign them to collect residential garbage.
Right.
And therefore, we won't have this situation.
That's right.
So we're asking the city council to stand fast, don't buy into and accept a time bomb on their steps that they didn't build. And that's precisely what is happening in this community today. So we're going to stay steadfast. We're going to keep working at it because we believe that the time is long past when government cannot be held accountable for its actions.
All right.
That's what we're insisting on. I'd be happy to try to answer any questions that any of you might have at this time.
Talk to us specifically just about the issue of jobs and job loss and trying. The signs here all say "Save Gary Jobs" addresses that issue.
Okay, the issue of jobs has to do with we had a functioning garbage collection service. We had sanitation workers, people who would drive the trucks and collect the garbage. The vast majority of those individuals were terminated. They were laid off. And there were any number of reasons that were given. But the one that comes home is that they were not being properly supervised. They were not being properly supervised, so then the allegations of them not reporting for work, we were getting all these complaints that the garbage wasn't being picked up, then that suggests to me that there's a lack of supervision, and what you're doing now is you're blaming the people that you supervise.
Come on.
The other point is that the bulk of the supervisors, if not all, were retained.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Corruption.
The workers, the people that were out there on those trucks picking up the garbage and doing that kind of work, they were fired. And so now they have that pain of supporting their families without a job. This community has greater than 9% unemployment, with an average income level of less than $20,000 a year.
Right.
A large population of senior citizens. So those workers supported a lot of people, primarily their families.
Right.
And so that's real pain that unless you go through it, you can't understand that.
Come on.
Right.
You can't understand the anxiety of having had a job,
Yeah.
some for more than 20 years,
More than 30 years.
and all of a sudden have no job.
Right.
And have no opportunity or prospects for a job.
Yeah.
So that pain is real. That's as much a part of this struggle as anything else.
That's right.
Because if we cannot, in our own community, provide for garbage collection, why do we need government?
Exactly.
Why do we
Exactly.
We can't forget that collecting garbage is a basic
Basic need.
service and function of government.
You hear that, Rudy?
So if we can't do that, why do we pay some of the highest property taxes in this state?
That's right. That's right.
So there are solutions. We have them at hand. And why do we stand around saying, well, it's your fault that city council that we're not collecting garbage?
Ludicrous.
That is ludicrous. It is nonsense. And when you see that you're going to pay more and get less
That's right.
by contracting out, then that is absolute nonsense.
Yes, it
What are
is.
some of those solutions that you say you have?
The solution?
Right.
It's one solution. It's very simple. It's straightforward. We have garbage trucks that aren't picking up garbage
That's right.
from residential areas.
Yeah.
The solution is do it. Collect the garbage with the truck and the personnel from the residences.
In service.
That's the solution.
In service.
Get them out there and get the garbage out.
That's the solution.
In-house.
It's not difficult. No one has said we can't do that. Grudgingly, we're beginning to hear that we've got 2 garbage trucks, and perhaps later we'll hear that we've got more. But we've got 13 garbage trucks.
Live.
13.
And 6 of them are
Brand
have
new.
been purchased several years ago.
Brand new.
So, and then one of the proposals is that we will sell our garbage trucks to Allied Waste.
Crazy. That's crazy.
They don't want them.
That's crazy.
And that compounds the problem because what it does is it tells you that if that turns bad, you will have to come up with the capital to refurbish, to build anew your department and equip it. And in this environment, that's not possible.
No, it
This
isn't.
government, as many governments, are struggling mightily in this economy. People can't pay additional taxes. That's why the FCC spearheaded this notion of getting caps on our taxes, and we have a 2% imposition on our taxes, cap on our taxes, because we simply can't afford it anymore.
That's right.
And there comes a point when you can only get so much money out of people who work every day.
That's right.
Can't get blood from the
And so what begins to happen is people can't pay their mortgages. And what you will see is a repeat that you've seen in many cities across this country. The people who inhabit the urban communities, they are forced out in part because they can't pay the taxes. We don't intend for that to happen to us. We know that in this community, it has great potential. And we're going to be here when that potential is realized.
You said there's 13 trucks. What specifically is happening with those trucks right now?
It is our understanding that those trucks are being used as part of a project to collect garbage in different places, alleys, places where people have illegally dumped, cleaning up the beach, that kind of thing.
But there's